Okay, in part 2, what we're going to do is try to cut it a different way. We're going to use a V-bit to cut it. So we're going to go from here down to here. We're going to do V-bit strokes. Okay, to do that, we have to change it from a star to a pattern. So let's change this. I'm going to do a file, save as. And we're going to make it stars, space, V-bit. So we're going to cut it with a V-bit, and then we're going to teach it how to do that. To do that, we're actually going to go back to our 2D view, and we're going to get rid of all but 2. So we're going to save this one, and we're going to save this one. So how do we do that? Why don't we just do an edit, select all, and then hit our shift key and deselect this one and this one. We're actually doing our selection in reverse, and then hit delete, and they're all gone. Now, what did I say? I said I want to take, we're going to select these two, and then we're going to zoom in on the object selected. See it right there? Right there. So now we have 2 stars that are selected. We're actually going to deselect both of them, and we're going to draw a line. See our line tool right here? The line tool, we're going to start from here, and we're going to end in our center. Should be able to grab center right there. Hit your space bar, come back out to the point, come back to the center. Space bar, out to the point, back to the center. Space bar, out to the point, back to the center. Space bar, out to the point, back. Oops, I missed the point there, didn't I? Oh no, I missed the point. Get it? I'll click there and hit space bar, and then I'll delete that. Out to the point, back to the center. Space. Then I hit escape, and that gets rid of my changes to this. Closes that, changes the pointer back. Select that, hit delete, and that's gone. And what I did, if you look at that, it looks like a Chrysler emblem. And what we're going to do is we're actually going to carve down through here so that we do get that pointed or selected value. And to do that, let's just select it, forward copy it. And we're going to go to our tools. So we'll close the preview. And we're going to go to this one, profile path. And we're actually going to select a cutter that's a 90-degree V-bit. And we could use different ones. I just decided 90-degree. Remember, we select it here and then edit it up here. Because we want to do this in one pass. Whoop, cancel that. Look at my cut depth up here. 0.76. So the last time I used this, I was cutting out a part. We're not going to do that. We want to go down to like 0.15. That's our depth. If you notice, I added another point in there. I guess I didn't get the point. Oh no. Here we go. So we're going to do it in one pass. We're going to go on the line, right there. And let's cut it, see what it looks like. And what'll happen, see the other one's still on, so I'm going to do this and hit reset. And we'll go to profile one, turn that one on. Let's see what it looks like. And you see it? That's not quite really the star I want, is it? Yeah. Remember, you have to hit Control key and hold it, and then you can drag this where you can see it. But that's what I get when I use it. So I'm going to have to use a tool that allows me to taper this in. Because if you remember how this looks, we envision it as a taper. Normally we see it raised up as well, but this one's down. So what we're going to do is not use that tool. We'll close it. We're going to use the fluting toolpath. Now the fluting toolpath lets us start at a level and end at a level. Our level to end at is going to be 0.15. We want a straight ramp over the complete length, so it gets deeper in the center, starts out light and goes deeper. And we want a linear, so it's a straight line. All right? So we're going to call this the fluting star. Calculate. Reset our preview. You can see it's still checked. So let's look and see what that looks like. Is that better? Oh, I see what I did. Maybe you don't, but I do. So what is this guy doing? See it? That's an end mill, not a V-bit. So let's double click on that. It calls it back up. See it? There's my end mill. So I forgot to select my V-bit, 90 degrees, right there. Select. Calculate. Reset. Preview. How's that look? Ooh, that just makes my socks keep my feet warm. Oh, I like that. So, that my fluting path is my star cut. So, this is a new file, so I'm going to come up, click on this, do a right click, and delete that one because it didn't work. Delete this. Click on this one. That was my original file. Delete that. Delete this. Now, there's a couple things I want you to know that I did. I started at the outer point and moved down to the center. The reason I did that, if you look over here, there's a tool that's a node editing tool. I click on that. You can see the stars were highlighted, so I don't want those highlighted. I want this highlighted. You can see the green, that's my start point, and the black is my end point. So if you do this wrong and get one of these backwards, you can hover above that and you can press the P key and that'll make it a start point. For example, if I click on only this one, you can see if I press a P on my keyboard, which you can't see I'm doing, but trust me. See it? Turn green? I don't want to do that because my star won't work right. So there's a P. Now, let's take that and transmit that everywhere. Well, I got to go back and get my regular selection tool, highlight this, and say copy, edit, or just get copy and then paste. Now it's setting on top of the other one, so I need to grab it and move it over here. And I want to put it right in the center like that and release it. Now what I'm going to do, click here, and I'm going to get rid of these original stars. Delete, delete. And remember the array we did? In fact, I think the last array we did, we'll select that one. So I think that was the last one we did. So if I click on that, yep, it was. So I can hit copy, and there they are. And then I come over and close that. Select this one. Come back to my array tool. Make that, remember it was 5 and 6. Copy. Close. Zoom all, which is up here. Remember we increased this 110%? So I can do a selection tool, edit select all, or I can drag my mouse, click over here, drag my mouse, make a box around it, select it, and say, size it, 110%, apply, close, align, These are all tools we've talked about. There it is. Close. Now we're going to double click on this fluting tool. And when you do, it's just going to have the one we did before. So we're going to have to do a select all. Edit. Select all. Calculate. That's a weird looking thing. Reset. Preview visible. How's that look? Now if we color it, white or red or whatever color, that looks pretty good to me. So you can actually take the same thing we had before by changing your tool and get a fluting tool. You can make that look pretty sharp. So have fun with your CNC. Just by changing your tools, you can change the look and learn a little bit as you go. Of course, the final step is saving the file. Mine is a CNC Shark, so I would save it there. I have to click this so it becomes visible up here, obviously, and then hit save and put it on my flash drive and go out to the shop and carve it. So have fun. Let me know how it turns out. If you get any suggestions for future videos, that's where this one came from. Let me know. Leave me a comment, and I check those sometimes daily, sometimes weekly, based on if I'm on vacation or not. So have a great day and have fun with your CNC.